In this video, I will be silently installing Power BI Desktop, and I will use PSExec to execute the installation as a system account. The main reason for that is that I want to ensure that the installation is successful no matter what user I'm using to deploy the software. If you want more details about that, you can check out the video that I have here. I'm starting this video from my GitHub page, and that's because there are a few bits of information here that I will be using for this video. I will leave the URL in the description down below. And now I will begin this video by downloading Power BI Desktop, and I will use the link that I have here. That brings me to the download page for Power BI. And I will click on this download button. Then I will select Power BI 64 setup and click download once more. That started the download for us. Now I will go to my downloads folder and wait for a few seconds for my executable. And now I have my executable that I can use to install Power BI. I will be performing the installation in a virtual machine, so I will right click on the file, click copy, go to my VMware workstation where I have my virtual machine prepared, and I will paste the file into this software folder where I also have my PSExec executable. The next step for us is to launch a command line. For that I will click on the start, type cmd, I will run as administrator, click yes. Now we want to change the directory in our command line to the directory where we have our executables. So for that I will click here and I will copy the location, go back to my command line, I will type cd, paste in the location, press enter, and if I type dir, we see our executables in our command line. And if I type who am I, it is saying that I am an admin user on this computer. But like I said, I will be performing this installation as a system user. So for that I will use PSExec by typing psexec.exe -i for interactive -s for system user, and then we need to type in the process that we want to start under the system account. So in this case it's another CMD window. I will agree with the license terms. Now we have our new window. But this time if I type who am I, it is saying that I am anti-authority system. And that means that everything that I am doing in this command line, I am doing it as a system user. So once more, we want to change our directory to the directory where we have our executables. So I will type cd, paste in the directory, press enter. If I type dir once more, we see our executables. Now we want to start the installation, and for that I will go back to my GitHub page where I have the command that I will be using to install Power BI. And here I'm starting with cmdc. This is not necessary, but it allows us to see when the installation is fully finished by looking at the command line. So it's very convenient when testing out software installation with silent switches. Next, I'm providing the executable name, then I'm using switch silent. This is the main switch that makes this installation a silent installation. Then I'm providing a switch no restart. Here I'm asking for the installer not to reboot my computer. And the other parameter that I'm using is accept EULA. And here we're just accepting the license terms. Also, if you want more information, you can check out this documentation link that brings us to the Power BI installation documentation where you can find more information about available switches and the available parameters. So let's go back to the GitHub page. I will copy this line right here, go back to my virtual machine and paste in the line. And now let's wait for the installation to finish. And it seems that the installation is done. Now we have this Power BI desktop icon on our desktop. I will double click on it and it should start Power BI for us. Power BI has started and it seems that it is running just fine. And that's it for this video. In the future videos I will show you how to deploy Power BI using other deployment tools such as group policies. So like and subscribe if you want to see that, and see you in the next one.